Going to quickly go over the two trades I took today. They were both winners, and yeah, I was just waiting for price to tell me what to do, where to get in, and all that good stuff. So let's quickly get into what happened today. So on the higher time frame, 1 hour and 4 hour, we might be able to look at it better over here on TradingView. So what do we have? Throughout the week, we've kind of just been chopping around, putting in, lower highs, lower lows, just kind of consolidating in this area. And so what we had was this 4 hour gap right here and this low over here, which is, I believe, Asia low. And so if I undo, it should show. Oh, that was the magnet tool. Right. So we had these draws above higher time frame, these internal draws right here, and yeah, 1 hour opening gap right here that we tapped into and then rejected off of because we're still on a higher time frame bearish trend. And so I immediately took that into consideration, knowing that there's higher time frame draws below, internal draw from London, and yeah, we're still in a bearish continuation model. So on top of that, I jumped down to the 15-minute, and looking at this morning right here at the open or pre-market open, I see that we tapped into this 15-minute gap right here, kind of right there, and rejected off of. So clean rejection, liquidity sweep to the downside, and that made me believe that we were going to go lower. So right off of the bat, I was like, all right, going to be a bearish day. But the one trade I did take was a long, which was right here. It was this long. I did get stopped out at break even because price did not continue to go higher. Well, it wasn't this long. There was a long in here. But yeah, price did not want to continue going higher. It was this right here. I was targeting the high of the day, but it was not able to break through this 5-minute gap right here because sellers were so strong because of the higher time frame trend and draw. So yeah, what I ended up doing was, if I go back over to my top step on the 1 minute, I believe I was, we can jump over here and take a look. So again, there's that 15-minute gap I was mentioning. Here is a 1 minute and 5-minute gap that price could not break. So there's that. So basically what we did was we tapped and swept in these internal lows right here. Not only was it an internal low, it was the 15-minute bullish gap. Okay, so we swept out these, we tap into this bullish 15-minute gap right here, right into the midpoint, and we go higher. And so, like I mentioned earlier, I was looking to target the high or somewhere around here to get a nice push up. Keep in mind, it did happen for like 50 plus points. I was up, I think, 200 something dollars, so I moved my stop to break even to protect my loss and protect the trade itself in case it wanted to run higher. I can move my stop into profit. But once I saw some fairly good profits, I was like, all right, I'm just going to move it to break even and call it. But what I ended up seeing was on the 30-second, I think was the lowest time frame I saw, there was this super small gap right here, and even below that there was the where is it? Yeah, so I wasn't necessarily using gaps. I was using a CISD, so change in state delivery, and I was doing it right at this high. So high right here, change in state of delivery, which means the trend is changing its direction. And so off of that, we can sort of assume that this is a gap that the market wants to break. And like I mentioned earlier, there is this super, super small 30-second gap right there. So we'll just imagine this is it right here. Boom. Okay. So right off the rip, after we sweep out midpoint of the 15-minute, we come up, we break the 30-second, and we break and hold above the change in state of delivery, sweeping out liquidity. So we sweep out liquidity, we come back, test this sort of area for confirmation that we want to go higher. I enter in, I believe, right in this zone. Let me see where it is. So yeah, the 430. So it's right. Yeah, it was on this push up or pull back because I wanted to wait to see the candle close. So 426. So yeah, it's like right around here. And then we can see my exit was as price was pushing back down. Basically broke the trend, mitigating my trade. And yeah, I got out for $9. So this trade would have looked like this. Ultimately getting in somewhere around here. Stops were at the low right here. Targeting up here. Or you can target like the gap or whatever. I was just targeting the draw. And then when price reversed on me, I can just go down to the smallest time frame. We can see I got out at 32, so 28. Yeah, I got out pretty much right where I entered in. So break even trade. So the next one that I took was over on same spot. 15-minute gap, price was rejecting off of. Okay. So 15-minute gap, once I saw that this whole trade idea right here was not working, we have price breaking through, and I was trying to be patient and wait for price to push back up, but I got a poor fill on that, that's totally fine. So I got in at 354, so 354. So it would have looked something like 54.0, 55, 54. Okay, sure, something like that. Stops were, I think, right between the gap, or like right here at the low, because that's like the internal reverse draw in my head. That's like, it's in the gap, but like the closest thing to hit. I don't know. And then, yeah, we broke the 15-minute gap. I got in right here, targeting this draw and this draw, and we can see I got out at 340, so I don't even know where it is. Come on. 340. But yeah, pretty much same kind of area. The reason I got out is because I saw $260 something, $250 in profit. My end of day profit is 272 across 3 accounts, and I was like, that is good enough. I don't need any more. So I wanted to call it quits and just get off the charts because it is Friday. And yeah, that was it. Caught that continuation, and now the market is kind of dumping. It's kind of dumping, targeting Asia low right here. But again, those are the 2 trades I took. 3 accounts are sitting pretty good. We have 51,750, 51,750, and 51,750. So yeah, 2 trades, 1 trade. Yep. This is the one from yesterday, $12.270. So overall, pretty good day. It's a good way to send it off into the weekend. But on top of all that, if you have any questions about the trades executions, how I found them, and all that stuff, let me know in the comments below. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you all next week. Peace out.